Good morning to the three of you who are watching the videos. Yay! Um, so today we're going to be writing some equations from story problems again, except we're going to use the other formula today. And the difference is that yesterday we did not know the total in the problem, and today we are going to know the total. If we know the total, this is the formula that we use. AX plus BY equals C. We're on the left-hand side. We're essentially adding two different things together, and we already know what the total is. One of those things we'll call X, and we want to know the value of it, like how much does it cost, like $4 for a bag of apples, or how many of something are there. Well, each bag has 24 apples, something like that. All right, so let's try an example. A 100-point test has questions worth 2 points and questions worth 5 points. If there are 12 questions worth 5 points, how many 2-point questions are there? So the first sentence is what's going to give us our equation, and we can see right here, we already know the total number of points on the test. So when we set up our formula, AX plus BY equals C, C is the total. We already know it now. It's 100. 100-point test. All right. Now there should be two different things being added together here. We've got questions worth 2 points and questions worth 5 points. So we have 2-point questions added to 5-point questions. That's their value. The questions are worth 2 points or they were worth 5 points. Now, the second sentence is what's giving us the second question. If there are 12 questions worth 5 points, how many 2-point questions are there? So again, what that means is we're going to take that actual equation, there's 2-point questions and 5-point questions worth 100 points total, and we know how many questions are 5 points. There's 12. So we know that there are 5-point questions and there are 12 of those 5-point questions. So if I multiply 5 times 12, that gets me 60. Now I have an algebra problem to solve where I got my x, and I'll start by getting rid of the plus 60 by doing minus 60 on both sides. And again, you learned all of these steps right here. This was 8th grade math, 7th grade math for a lot of you. So you should know these steps pretty well by now. Divide both sides by 2, and we get x equals 20. But again, the answer isn't just 20. 20 what? Well, it says how many 2-point questions are... Oh, there's 20 2-point questions. So always put some words in your word problems when you answer them. Let's try one more. The store where Tony shops is having a sale. Roast beef is $4 per pound and shrimp is $10 per pound. Tony's mom has given him $60. Oh, there's our total right there. She gave him $60 to buy these meats for a party that night. How many pounds of roast beef can he buy if he gets 4 pounds of shrimp? So that's the second question. First part is let's take the original information and make ourselves an equation. So again, he can't go over $60, so there's our total. So we want it to equal 60. All right, now we're going to be putting together x's and y's. So we can call x roast beef, let's call x roast beef, and then y we'll call that shrimp. Now you could have used R for roast beef and S for shrimp, things like that. But you can just use x and y if you want. And the roast beef, we have its value, $4 per pound. So the roast beef is $4 a pound. And then the shrimp, there's its value, $10 per pound. So now we've got an equation. $4 for roast beef plus $10 for shrimp, and it has to equal $60. That's how much money he's got. All right, now the second part of the question says, how many pounds of roast beef can he buy if he gets 4 pounds of shrimp? So that means I know the answer for shrimp. He's getting 4 pounds of shrimp. So the shrimp number, the y, we now know it, 4 of them. So let's go ahead and multiply that out. That means he's going to spend $40 on shrimp. Well, if he's got 60 and he's spending 40 on shrimp, let's subtract out the 40 from our total. And that means he's got 20 left to spend on the roast beef. Now, since it's $4 a pound, I can divide both sides by 4 and find out how many pounds he can get. So there's my answer. 20 divided by 4 makes 5. So my answer then would be 5. Well, 5 what? How many pounds of 5 pounds of roast beef. How many pounds of roast beef can he buy? So 5 pounds of roast beef. All right. Hopefully, again, that you're getting to a place where you can see that these aren't terribly difficult. They all have a pattern in them, and once you see the pattern, it's not too bad. All right. Let me know if you need any help. Good luck.